much been shrooms in the coffee or cards.
In the Ten of Pentacles, oh my goodness.
Look who's here.
Hello, beautiful stars, earth, air, fire, and water. I hope everyone has been staying prayed up, blessed up, and doing what you do best. It is a beautiful early morning out here in RainChildz Corners. And I just hope you all continue to do no other than what? Vin. And so I was drawn to do a reading. Let me see something. It again. Get some air, child. I'm about to burn up. It's gonna be a hot day today. And so this is the major and minor arcana that I had made myself. And yeah, this deck is online. And it's for sale if anybody's interested. And like I was saying earlier in another reading I was doing, I've actually finally found a place to get my cards printed out, and it's not going to be near as much as what I've been paying, because where I've been getting mine printed out at, child, that's ridiculous. I mean, so no. So what is the overall message we're supposed to be getting for today? Pretty much. Hold on. Okay, so we have the moon that came out, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Nine of Pentacles right here, and this is the moon. Give me a second. Let me see what it's supposed to be. All right. Whoever resonates with this message, someone has the Nine of Pentacles here. All right. Sorry about that. But like I was saying, what I'm seeing right here is the Nine of Pentacles and the moon. These are the first two cards that came out. So what I'm seeing right here is it's some type of something's going on with the Nine of Pentacles, and it's got something to do with what belongs to you. It's what's yours, okay? Whoever's watching this message, and if it resonates with you, if you have the Nine of Pentacles or not, regardless of where you keep it. You know what I'm saying? If you got it or not. But it's with the moon card here. The moon is something being illuminated on this Nine of Pentacles of yours. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the face up in here. You see the face, right? And then you see the dog or whatever. Like on the other cards, you'll see like a crab and everything's coming out, basically, because everything is looking at you. The dog is barking at the moon, you know what I'm saying, howling and barking. You have the individual right here, the man in the moon or the lady in the moon, whatever. And, she's kind of looking like, like damn, but there's something being illuminated about, this Nine of Pentacles here that you possibly possess. Or possibly will be possessing, but we'll get down to the nitty-gritty and find out. I'll keep up with these cards and put them in my special spot here. Okay, so what about these beautiful Nine of Pentacles? What about the Nine of Pentacles? And hold on, let me see something. So I just got my spiritual tea game right here. So I'm going to see what about what's going on with the Nine of Pentacles and the moon. Why did the moon come out with the Nine of Pentacles? What's going on? Okay. Nothing but the highest light. God Almighty, Archangels, Ancestors, evil is never welcome here. What's going on with this moon and these Nine of Pentacles? Why is the moon here for the Nine of Pentacles? Okay. Look at that face. Well, what came out is he has eyes. He has eyes. She conflicted for you. So possibly is someone here with a Nine of Pentacles, and possibly it belongs to a masculine or a feminine, whoever. You know, you just flip it how you need it to be. And I'm guessing by the moon being here, something's getting illuminated. You know, when I look at the moon card, when it usually comes out, the first thing I think of is a whole bunch of people just like gawking at the, you know, gawking at the person that's, you know, in the moon in the night. You know what I'm saying? The face is kind of looking down. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you know, kind of like almost like sad. You know what I'm saying? And it's like something's getting illuminated. You know, so this is why I've done this. You know, something's like, this is mine, the one that I made right here, the moon. Pretty much same. See what I'm saying? The moon, you know, because even in the original deck, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the dog and the crab and everything else trying to come out and get it. You know, like literally, like everybody's after this one thing right here. You know, they don't look too happy. You know what I'm saying? You even got a crab coming out of the freaking water trying to come up here to the moon. You know, things being illuminated. You know, basically finding out you have a lot of hidden enemies because of something dealing with a Nine of Pentacles. Could be possibly yours or somebody else's, or somebody, male, masculine or feminine, or somebody who only has eyes for you. Possibly they have the Nine of Pentacles. Who knows? You know, it never ceased to amazes me how, you know, other people will insert themselves in your life and try to talk for you, you know, and make things difficult for you, because this is what popped out. It was like a family member wanted to see you unhappy. Funny that your happiness don't depend on them or another person, period. All right, it says, yeah, your happiness is built in. Okay, they don't run shit. They don't run shit, but their mouths plotting on, you know, another, you know, failure move. Basically, they don't run shit. They don't do nothing but, you know, be plotting on another move that's just going to cause nothing but failure for them. You know what I'm saying? It says to only be exposed by spirit. So whatever it is that somebody's doing to you, they're going to be exposed by, you know, spirit, period. All right. It says it's always about money. What is yours? All right. It says, or looking good for a bunch of sheep, and it says blood don't make you family. So if this resonates with someone, you've been having some type of, you know, conflict or anything negative that been going on between you and a family member, well, here you go. Maybe this is a person that's been trying to cause you problems, you know, stagnate you or whatever, possibly because they're jealous about somebody, you know, who only has eyes for you, you know, because possibly maybe this person might even have the Nine of Pentacles, who knows, and, you know, they trying to make things hard for you, you know what I'm saying, by being your hidden enemy, but it's being illuminated, it's being seen, you know what I'm saying, it's coming out to the forefront. Okay. Some people just have you out there like that to the point where you'll end up doing things you'll never do in your life. You know what I'm saying? They'll have you out here acting like you a man when you're really a woman. They'll have you out here acting a whole fool. And it all be lies, nothing but lies. And it be one individual that been messing with you for years and years and years.
But guess
So
what?
just know, you know, darkness don't, you know,
Yeah, so don't be letting
things like that don't always,
like that,
you know, be forever. You know what I'm saying? A real fucking blood can be a family member. It could be someone you might have even thought of to be a family member, but then they was like your hidden enemy. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody has somebody in the family, you know, that once upon a time they don't get along with or whatever. You know, it's no biggie. You know, everybody in the family ain't evil. So don't be thinking that, and don't be thinking that they're your hidden enemy. You know if somebody's really your hidden enemy. You know if somebody really snaked you or not. You know this. So whoever snaked you or whatever, then now you know, okay? You can probably go all the way back to when you was a child to see, did they snake you then? Were they the ones that was always snickering and laughing when you getting your ass beat and you didn't know for, you know why? Because your first cousin was always telling lies on you? Well, that's probably a snake right there in the family. You know, the same one, because they never liked you, never will, and will always be negative towards you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So what else is it that we need to know? God, I couldn't even get my lips. Yeah, look at that. Fell on the floor. Couldn't even get my lips right. It says the heart of a unknown. This is something that's either unknown or it could be a fact. A heart of a narcissist. You see that? Ain't that disgusting? And if you like this deck, I made this deck too. Get at me. Yeah, this is the heart of a narcissist, known or unknown. There's snakes, nothing but nasty snakes in their heart. They don't have no love. Ain't no love in this game. On one portal, so it says manifest your wish. So if you have any kind of wish you want to manifest, go right on ahead and do that right now. You know, do whatever it is you need to do for your highest good. I like to get rid of negative entities that are around me. That's what I do. I am a curse breaker. I will break a curse. That's what I like to do. Break them. Focus, intelligent, motivated, and cute. And it says, how could you fear the rain when you were always the storm chair? Yeah, the storm will never fear the rain. Storm will never feel the rain, because you are the storm. You get rid of those negative entities and things like that. Yeah, see, whoever this person is that's been trying to stop you and curse you or whatever the case may be, it's a bad era. You know, ruined friendship over deception era. So basically, a person just ruined everything for themselves and God knows for who else, because they were being very deceptive. You know, this could be your cousin or somebody who you might have looked at as a best friend or a friend or whatever the case may be. Spirit right now is telling you, you deserve everything and more. So go on out and treat yourself. Go out and buy yourself whatever your little heart desires. I wanted to go to my favorite place today, but I really, really, really wanted to go. I was so drawn to go this morning. I was like, oh my God, I want to go so bad. But I'm going to wait until this weekend and go. Go to my favorite spots. Okay. What else we need to know about this message? I hate when they do that. Not all blocks are bad. Sometimes it helps. So if you've been feeling like you were blocked against something or whatever the case may be, just know there's a hole to another universe, child. It's full of love, and they're telling you to stay strong, and you're not in this battle by yourself. It ain't just you against the world. You know what I'm saying? But there's a hole to a whole nother universe. Use that 111 portal. Because, you know, with the added digit, you know, as far as the days, you know, it's going to give a little extra, you know what I'm saying? But that'll be a video coming up on that too. You've probably already seen it by now. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so what it is that, where is this? Can you see? I'm nosy, and I know you nosy too. So I want to know where these dollars coming from. Where's these Nine of Pentacles coming from? Is this your Nine of Pentacles, or coming together with somebody to make a Nine of Pentacles? Where is Nine of Pentacles coming from? Oh God. This Pentacles is coming from being healed, woke, and vibing high, basically, in the 5D. Yeah, this 5D. So basically, it's a choice. It's a choice. You can be sick. If you continue to want to be sick and just 5 low and be in a 3D or whatever, you can do that. But you can be healed, woke, divine high in the 5D. It's your choice, whatever choice you choose. But I'm thinking if you're going to do the high vibing, it's going to bring you these Nine of Pentacles as well. Regardless if it's coming from somebody else or you're going to build it with somebody. Okay. Why are they feeling guilty? Why are they feeling guilty? Oh, God. Alright, here we go. It says clear communication. If they only have eyes for you. 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 No one in the world but you. No exceptions. Real is real. Then why are they feeling guilty? Why are they feeling guilty? Okay. They're feeling guilty because it's saying just a showboat. And High Priestess said, their magic nor tricks don't work. All is in full view, suffering fools. What I'm gathering here is perhaps this person was supposed to do the opposite, and then they started liking who you are. They started liking you. They started liking you a lot, a whole lot, too much. They were supposed to be doing something else. They were supposed to be on a whole nother mission when it came to you. I'm gathering this individual either wants to give you the world, wants to blend with you and give you the world. It's not even supposed to be that way, but shit happens, you know. Sometimes things just happen. And the question remains is, Lord, why? Why they want to be bothered with you?
Are there
why they messing with you?
Killer?
Why they want to mess with you? And come all up in your space and start messing with you. Trying to get you all up in your head. Why they want to do you like that? Why they messing with you? Why did they start messing with you?
Communication is clear.
And why are they feeling guilty? It says, friend, a person whom one knows, like, and trust. They trust you. They possibly didn't trust you at first. What made them change their mind? Came out again. So now we have dos. 2. No one in the world but you. No exceptions, real is real. Cause you're real. Yeah. Too real. As Mr. Brown say, real is where? Real is rare. Fake is everywhere, child. What's on the bottom of the deck is they are in love with you. But let's get into some gangsta shit. Wanna get into some gangsta shit? Let's see. I'm out in here, and I'm doing the most with all these freaking cards everywhere. All right. So I got what's the gossip. Got what the gossip card is. These right here. I like these cards. They're pretty unique. About to find out. What made them change their mind? What made them change their mind? Or that's not the question I want to ask. The question I want to ask is what made them start coming towards you, or started messing with you, or start acting a fool and playing games anyway. What caused that? Ooh, a side piece did, child. Secret romance, hidden affairs being second choice. Only late night calls, secretly. So somebody who they were having a secret affair with. What in the world did she tell this individual to get this mother to start coming to mess with you? Never understood that. You know, you pillow talk with people. You pillow talk with people, and then you tell them, you know, about a certain individual, or whatever the case may be, and then you know you sleeping with this individual, and then you want to try to put them up on another person. For what? I mean, what is the point? Is it? Are y'all spreading something? I mean, what are y'all doing? I mean, why would you do that anyway? Why would you tell the person who you're sleeping with? I guess because, you know, some people out there like that, they just do them type of things. That's on y'all. Y'all do whatever the hell y'all want to do with that.
Using you to get revenge on somebody else, perhaps.
You know, to each his own. You do what you like. You like what you like. Enjoy what you like. I ain't got no say so over nothing when it comes to somebody else's life, because that's your business, that ain't mine. But this reading's my business, okay? Because I'm reading this for somebody who needs it. All right, but it says the side piece. So the side piece was the one that got this individual to come towards you, and then what happened was, what I had heard was, it says faded connections, it says karmic relationships, spiritual agreements, destined to meet, soul contract. There was some type of soul contract here, not knowing. So whenever the side piece, or whatever the case may be, whoever the side piece is that you were sleeping with, or not you, but you know what I mean, who your friend or person, place or thing, whatever, that started coming towards you, dealing with this Nine of Pentacles, or whatever the case may be, you guys were destined to meet. It could be a karmic relationship, or something karmic, or it could be a fated connection that was supposed to happen. I'm hearing somebody sorry, they wish they had kept their mouth closed. They wish whoever came towards you, they wish that they never came towards you now.
Meaning that could be good or bad.
Because this has been you. You've been just minding your damn business. Meanwhile, you see them people in the background, they kissing, doing the most, just suck face and whatever the case may be. Could be the same dude or the same gal, you know, being with different people, and you're single. Temporary. It says temporary loneliness, choosing solitude, waiting for better, not settling. Yeah, you're not settling any damn way, regardless of whoever come your way. You ain't settling. And you'll take this temporary loneliness and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? You see, she just sitting there chilling, drinking her tea, coffee, or whatever. You know, meanwhile, everybody doing the most behind her. Yeah, do the most. We don't care. I'm saying, you know, this individual right here, this mug healing. This mug is healing. You know, celibate, all that. And chilling. Not stressing. So, let me see. Let me get a card. What are you thinking on someone trying to come towards you? Are they? Child, you ain't. You don't care. You're self-prioritizing yourself. You know, self-care. You're recharging emotionally, pampering yourself. Me time matters. You don't give a damn. You just in your own world. You know how people are out here in this world doing the most.
They so miserable. They just want you to hurt so bad. And you don't give a fuck.
So what are you going to do if this person tries to approach you when you're not doing your self-care and you're probably out and about or whatever the case may be, and this person tries to approach you, call you out, whatever the case may be, since they've been
child, please,
chosen by a side piece to come up against you, obviously someone is really trying to
not have to worry about anything being dirty.
Put a dagger in the back of your heart. But
he opened the door with his piece.
They're liking what they see as far as something being real and rare. So, For some of you all, there's going to be some kind of fake kindness, forced friendliness, hiding resentment behind smiles, friends,
and just doing the normal things that you normally do.
In name only.
Relationship or sex or anything.
In name only? Somebody's trying to, for some of you all that's coming towards you, it's probably going to be some type of karmic thing or whatever. Even though you're self-prioritizing yourself, you know. Sometimes we get thrown off, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's happened to the best of us, you know what I'm saying? You could be like celibate for a whole freaking 7 years, and then boom, somebody comes into your life that you ain't seen in a long time, and then, you know, you decided you wanted to hang out and thought it was going to turn into something else, and wow, it was a whole plastic situation. Look at them. Got their fingers crossed and everything. So, you know, you got to use your discernment when it comes to things. You know what I'm saying? People will be wishing for you, and then next thing you know, they be wanting something else. You know, some people just don't stay settled. You know what I'm saying? Bounce from one place to the next. You know, love there. Just never know love there. You just got to be careful. Yeah, because, you know, when things like that happens, you're going to have to take a mental rest. You're going to have to go through some type of mental, emotional recovery. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to take a break from yourself. Then you're going to have to just recharge and come back stronger. You know what I'm saying? But it will deplete the shit out of you. You know, when people ain't real with you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be on your shit. You're going to have to be on your shit. Don't make the same mistake like I did. You know what I'm... Like I was saying, you'll think it's one thing, and then it end up being a whole different ball game. Be a whole different shit show. I'm going to tell you what's crazy. And then when you do come correct and real, raw and rare. You know, people think they're going to try to control you and try to make you be something, make you do things that you probably wouldn't normally do. You know, they think they're going to try to make you do things. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to use the fact that you have a good loving heart and you're authentic and you don't just be running after people for money and this and that and the other. You know what I'm saying? You grown. And they try to use that against you. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like the ones who actually be like this, oh, they be all for the bullshit. They be all for it. Shit, it's almost like they damn forget. Like they like when they see the person and, you know, the people that catfish them online, and when they see them in person, it's almost like the catfish still has the veil over their face. It'd be a whole goddamn what do they call it? Glamour magic. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here, what you looking at? This shit real. Ain't no fucking filter on this face. You see the flaws. I ain't got no makeup on either. Now I do got my lashes on. They look better than they did yesterday. They about to come out yesterday. But anyway, who gives a damn? Yeah, child. Like I say, 100% pure uncut. Pure uncut, baby. Real. All right, somebody here had some type of commitment issues. All right. It says afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy, fear of loss, fear of losing their freedom. It's complicated. Yeah. Sometimes you just be a little bit too real for a motherfucker. Period. Sometimes you be too real for a person. Excuse me for cursing. I'm not even trying to do that anymore. But sometimes you just be too real for people. And they be afraid. You know what I'm saying? They'll come up with every kind of excuse in the world. They be afraid. But that's them. That's them. And that's what they want to do. You know, they'll take the catfish rather than taking what's real, because they know what you want. They know that you want to be the one to settle down. You want to be the one to have the authentic, real relationship, the one-on-one, the best friend who, you know, you want that. But they ain't ready for that. These mother can be 30, 40, 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? And they still ain't ready for that. And they probably never will be. But you can't base your life waiting on a person who's like that. You know, you ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be somebody and have a real, raw, rare relationship with your best friend, basically, you know, come together to be the real yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Even though certain things may be lined up for you and the person that you really wanted at one point. But it comes to a time when you cannot make nobody do anything. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to love spells, anything negative like that is called manipulation. If you're doing things to make somebody do something they would not normally do without their consent, it is called manipulation. Why would you want to be with somebody you'd have to manipulate into being with? Why would you want to be with somebody you have to lie to them to be with them? Why? You have to make it make sense when it comes to the universal laws. You cannot do these things. And I say it time and time again, but you know, people are going to do what they want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you got a curse on you, get at me. I can break them curses off of you. Easy. Just like that. And I mean what I say. Yeah, because you do not want to be going down this road repeating patterns, looking back like, oh my God, I'm doing it again. No, don't nobody want to be doing that mess again. If you had to leave a situation because somebody decided they did not want to change and they did not want to better themselves and they didn't want you in their life and then they basically just shunned you away, adios amigos. Repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues, we've been here before. Yeah, we don't want to do that no more. No more. We're not doing that anymore. See? No. No, I'm not. Because even though, you know, it hurts when you have to go through certain things. Yeah, it hurts. Who don't hurt? What I flipped over here was this booked and busy, productive high. full schedule, no time to waste, success on the calendar. Yeah, this is what you want to do. And this is what's about to happen for you all. The ones out here who have really been, trying to stay on their paths and do the right things and want to be in that 101, commitment with your best friend, your other half, however that may look for you. You will get this thing when you don't want to keep repeating patterns. Nobody wants to repeat anything negative. I know I don't. Yeah. Blind date, surprise meeting, unexpected chemistry, awkward introductions, could be love or disaster. So you just never know what you're going to pop up on. But you do have to put yourself out there, and that's what I was saying. I remember when I would go through the things I would go through, when I was younger. And the person who I would talk to would be my grandmother, because I told her everything, She was so cool, man. All my friends loved her. Always will be and always is. Even now in the spirit, she is number one in my life. And I'm here to tell you, she's even stronger in the spirit. And I was saying this the other day, just imagine, I think this is what I think. Everybody else don't have to think this way. But I think when you sometimes cross over and then you decide you want to hang around for a little bit to watch over your loved one, I think you actually, your soul goes back to the prime, or basically when you felt your best or a more happier time. That's your physicality. That's basically what you will be. So, like if I do pictures of her on AI, she always pops up younger. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. But, that's how I look at her. So I'm like, dang, she was already a very strong individual. So just imagine all the ASS she over there kicking and knocking down. You know what I'm saying? And she would always tell me when I be out crying and stuff, like, she'd be like, oh, ho, here you are crying over this blah, 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 and she said, just think, she said, you're going to meet so many other, people, whatever the case may be. And, you're going to meet a lot of people in your lifetime. And she was right, and then, you go through your little spats and things that you have to go through. And then come to find out, it was never really meant to be. And then, once you got over it, then you look back at it and it's like, what the hell why was I even going through all that? Why was I acting like that? And then sometimes you got to think, maybe it was been sorry because, then again, at the same time, maybe it was someone who you wanted for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And you basically just went your separate ways, whatever the case may be. And it might have just woke up some old feelings. But I'm here to tell you, after you done that shit a couple of times, you ain't trying to do that shit no more. For one, it's not healthy. It's never healthy. Two, why would you want to put yourself in a situation where a person ain't even really on that level with you for real? You know what I'm saying? When they like what they do and like being who they are, just let them just do them. You know what I'm saying? You might not even be, their real cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? They might have a whole nother thing going on. Okay. But back to the Nine of Pentacles and the Moon. And no one in the world but you. No exceptions. Real is real. Basically, someone here is going to have a glow up. You know what I'm saying? Bounce back. Resilient after setback. Recovering quickly. Determination to rise again. Can't get down. Regardless of what it is that you went through, if you had to go through a nasty breakup and you had to go through things, it might even been something that was put into place, you know what I'm saying, on purpose to break you. But look what happened. Sometimes we come back stronger, better, faster, more beautiful, more resilient, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? where they try, people will try to screw you over and mess you up. Gotta step in. When somebody sit up here and waste your time. Just say, for instance, you've been with somebody 20 years, and they wasted your time for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And in between them 20 years, you felt beat down, where you gained weight, you was unhappy, you was miserable. You was unhappy, you was miserable, and you started looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Your hair started falling out. I mean, it was just bad. And you were just looking at yourself in the mirror like, oh my God, who gonna want me? I'm just ugly, and just beating yourself down, and you just didn't give a shit anymore. And then once you finally got the courage to get out of that situation, then you started working on yourself and getting yourself back in order and getting yourself, started feeling yourself again. You know what I'm saying? Your look started, coming back in order and everything. Because what it be for you today, tomorrow could always be better. It's all in the matter of if you want to do these things for yourself or not. You know what I'm saying? If you feeling down and out about your weight or whatever the case may be, do something about it. There's too much technology, too much stuff out here to be feeling bad about anything. Like if you feel self-conscious about your little devil chin, you know what I'm saying? Too much technology, too many things out here to be feeling like that about that. Fix it. There's nothing wrong with fixing it. If you want to be 20 years younger, want to look 20 years younger, you got the money to do that, do it. Shit. Ain't nobody, who gonna say something just because you want to look good? Can't nobody live your life but you. Ain't nobody gonna be paying for it but you. You know what I'm saying? Bounce back. The resilience, will bounce back, and it gives you a, you know what I'm saying? And then, you might be out and about somewhere and then see that old person. There they are, looking older, a little bit slower. Here you are flying through there, like a little 20-year-old all over again. Child, please. Like I say, it ain't old. It ain't no hag. Child, I don't see no hag. Where? Because like I say, a lot of these people out here nowadays, child, I ain't saying everybody, but Lord forbid, when I was in my when I was younger at them ages, I don't know, man. Time has changed. I don't know. It's something in the food. It's something in the food, because these people, some of these people really look old. A lot of them are really, really looking old, and a lot of them are really out of shape. I ain't saying I'm in the best of the best shape, but I'm good. Okay. I got self-made. I hope you've seen that. I hate when that happens. Okay, it said what I had was self-made, and it said independent success, overcoming odds, creating your own path, built from nothing. Yeah, a lot of you people are built from nothing. You have to build yourself from nothing. Sometimes you can go the shortcut way of building yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get a little snip here, cut there. Voila, there you are. And then some of you have to do it hard. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And pull it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Do it that way. Let's be the easy route. Or you can get you some skates. Get you some skates. And skate it out. Do things, because when you do things that you used to love to do when you was younger, and you start doing it again, it's just like cakewalk all over again. You gotta have patience with yourself. Everything comes in divine timing. Trust in the process. Perfect timing when it's meant to be. So when things are meant to be for you, you feel like it's your time or whatever, and you might have counted yourself out of a lot of situations, but then you decided, why am I counting myself out? Just because I'm at a certain age, I gotta be counting myself out? Child, please. Child, please. I'll say it 1,000,000 times. Chad, please. No. You don't ever count yourself out. Life ain't never over just because someone younger than you tell you life is over. Okay? Especially if a younger person is trying to say. You have to watch who you admire. Speaking of secret admirers, that's what fell on the flow. Gotta watch who you admire. But this one is hidden admire. Secret admire. Hidden affection. Anonymous note. Unknown interest. Someone's watching. Yeah, somebody's got their eyes on you. You know. Yeah, they got their eyes on you because they said it 2 times. They said real is real. No one in the world but you. No exceptions. Real is real. So we've been through the ringer here when it comes through with your old the old thing that was in your past that had you to the point where you was just living your single life. I want to take these. Living your single life or whatever, and you've been prioritizing yourself, loving yourself, whatever the case may be. But you have because you've been gaslit. Well, you've established that your reality was probably a little bit distorted. You was being emotional. You was emotionally manipulated, questioning your sanity. You felt like you was imagining things. But no more. Because God said no more. You want to know why? Because you're made brand new. You're going to be made brand new. You prioritizing. Basically, you are prioritizing yourself, child. You are putting yourself first, and you're gonna have some fresh, brand new beginnings. Reinventing, because you're reinventing yourself. Okay, you got new ventures, and people are watching you shine. People are gonna be watching you shine. Because you had a lot of people that was betting against you, from what I see here, and they're gonna watch you just glow up. And you're gonna be coming into getting this 9 of Pentacles that everybody looking at, trying to illuminate, people trying to detect where they at. You need to tell them, hell, it's in me. Say it's in me. Biatch. It's in you. They trying to figure out where them 9 of Pentacles at. You can build them anywhere. When money is infinite and energy is, it goes in like a number 8. It's infinite. You know what I'm saying? I think someone who's got their eye on you, or whatever the case may be, they're wanting to bring you something because they said the bag is secured, y'all. You got the bag. The bag is secured. Achieving goals. Mission accomplished. Financial stability. Got it. Lock. Got it on lock. Got the bag on lock, child. Which you even had like your family members or something, or people like family who was really against you. But only got eyes for you. Yeah. You know, somebody only got eyes for you. Yeah. So, oh. And this is what's on the bottom of this deck. Just having to look. Yeah, because you the Empress. Uh-oh. 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 My lips ashy. You the Empress. Yep. You are the Empress. The Empress is the one who has all those fresh new ideas. You can get them ideas out anywhere. They just pop. Like, just pop. Empress is infamous with her ideas. She's always constantly creating. And she's the High Priestess because she knows that everything don't need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't need to be given to everybody, even though, and people know these things, but yet they know who you are. They know exactly who you are. They know who you are. Why you think they be all up in your energy? Why you think they all up in your energy? Why? You know when somebody's in your energy. You know. They get in your energy as soon as they know they can try to do it. They sneak in so fast and then try to hurry up and pop back out. And act like they ain't done a damn thing. Instead of be just running their motherfucking mouth. That should have been a little rap song, huh? Well, it's about time that I roll up on the scene. Gotta get that mucha grasta, that motherfucking green, know what I mean? Always being happy. Keeping things balanced, you know what I'm saying? Keeping things balanced, keeping things in check. You know, it's gonna be like that with you. Some people, they don't need to be worried about your Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles that's coming your way, or however it may be. It could either be there with you or it's coming to you. Hell, if somebody brings you another Nine of Pentacles with your 9, then you got what? 18. Okay? Another 9. Completion. You'll be completed then, right? Right. Absolutely completed. I hate when that shit happens. But we're gonna pick them up, see what we got in gang. I might just have to, take every last one of these bad boys. Okay. Yeah. Completion. Like I was saying, 9. You're the wounded healer. And standing your ground, and you done fought them battles. And you'll fight some more if you got to. You'll fight some more if you got to. Yeah, it's a little draining. Yeah, of course. It's always a little draining when you're protecting everything. You're force field all around. And sending things back to where they come from. All negativity. We take all the good stuff and send all the negative right back. Tell them thank you. Yeah, you got partnerships that are coming in. Could be work, new work, old work, coming into a new work situation. some type of partnership. Whatever ship. Spaceship. A damn sailboat ship. Lovemanship. Friendship. Whatever. You got ships coming in. All your ships are coming in. Yeah, because you're this beautiful, loving individual. Queen of Wands, child. And they know when you get a hold of a wand, you keep a hold of it. And then, when all that comes together for you, yeah, this Ten of Cups. You know, the Queen of Wands, you know, she's good at what she does, you know, when it comes to, you know, keeping a good home. She likes things to be beautiful. And she's very spiritual too, because, you know, you see the cat right here, right? Segment. Yeah, segment. Yeah, she keeps a emperor, keeps things down. And let's see, keeps that man in the house too. This here with a what are my Archangel cards? So let me get one more for this. Yeah, moving on. Moving on to calmer waters. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge, where you can get rest and peace. I'm hearing rest, peace, and love. No more stressing. Yep. Getting a lot of peace. Because it's just that time for you. Okay. And this is my very first deck I ever made. My very first deck I ever made. Very first. I was so excited about this deck. Could not wait to get my hands on it when I got it home. Me and my son, we oh my goodness, we helped put this together. Yeah, he helped me out because I wanted to get some, you know, other words up in there. So we did it together. It's like my first little baby, little project, among many of other projects that I've done. Lord, you know, I be making some stuff. Okay. Alright, nothing but the highest light. God Almighty, archangels, ancestors, evil is never welcome here. Geminis always make some cool ass stuff. They do. This is beautiful. There used to be a chick in New Orleans. She used to sit around and make these. When she was out there. And she made this for me. My friend Candy. My real BFF. Alright. What is it that we need to know for this closing message? 1 minute left. Whoever it is, child, they thinking about you. You just can't get away from it, huh? They thinking about you. Thinking about you. They thinking about you. And what else? Wasn't even asking. They want to know what you do. What you doing? What you doing? Powerful, loving energy surrounds you. I feel it too. I feel it around me. But powerful, loving energy surrounds you. And then they telling you to dance in the rain because it clears negative energy. We have already established that. All right. Beautiful ancestors, what do we need to give the collective for this closing message? We gave them so much already. What do they need to know? It's going to help them sleep well tonight. But like tonight, what should get right? Who you be like? What's the game like? Everything is titled right. What is it that they need? Oh, that you're loved. And you are loved. Period. And they're telling you no one ever said life would be easy. Just because we get older and we grow up and whatever the case may be, it doesn't mean that you're going to know everything. You're never going to know everything. You're never going to have the answers to everything. You're never going to know why you feel the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? But embrace everything and everything around you all day, every day. Life. Regardless of what people try to put you through. Even at your grown ass age. You know? Because there's a spirit here and they're telling someone who's watching this and needs this, please do not cry. All right? It says you are being guided for your best. Please do not cry because you're being guided for your best. And they're letting you know you're loved. And you're loved. And no one ever said life would be easy. Because it's never going to be easy. Ever. Just when you think you got it all figured out, honey, just guess what? Here comes something else you never even thought you were going to even have to deal with at your age. And even if you're not an older individual, you know, or if you just kind of like really unique and wise and rare, you're not going to always have it together. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to always just be end all be all for you because you're constantly evolving. You're not becoming the crypt keeper. You are evolving the way you're supposed to naturally. Biatch. But be compassionate to everyone. Okay? See? I don't know, got in the mode, child. I don't even want to get off of this. And have faith. Always have faith. And you are someone's sunshine. Know that. Regardless if they're here or not. Know that. Because if nobody's never told you this, God is telling you this. You are their sunshine. When you walk in God's light, the divine light, know you are their sunshine. You will forever be their sunshine. Because the shadow is not where you belong. The shadow is not where you belong. Let me pull one more. One more to grow on, child. Then I'm getting off here. I think I done the most. Because there's going to be a message you've been waiting on. It's coming soon. Whatever it is that you've been waiting on is coming to you. Okay? Whatever this message is, it's coming. Whatever it is that people have done to you wrong, let it go. Let it go about its business. You want to hear a good song about that? Listen to Rat. Life's a trip. You know, some things will make you fold, and some things will make you grow, and some things will just, you know, make you stagnant, and some things will make you want to continue to part 40, part 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. However, God's going to keep you here. You know, like I was about to say earlier, and I think I got off. You know, people can make you, you know, waste your time. But the more they waste your time, the more God will keep you whole, beautiful, strong. You know what I'm saying? Until you come to the conclusions to where you're not going to ever let nobody else waste your time, your energy, or whatever the case may be. You know, my advice here is to pray for someone who match who you are. You know, and then sometimes if you feel like, you know, you might have met the person, the end all be all, you know, if they're not doing the things that you want to do, being there, right there beside you, doing those things that you admire so much and that you really love, and if they try to stop you from doing that, that's when you know, and that's when you realize that's not your person. That's how I realized. When a person was trying to stop me from being me and saying things about what it was that I was doing, I felt like they were trying to disarm me for a reason, trying to hold me back. Love you all. Deuces. Mwah.